and welcome back for another episode of NTom Opens Up, the self-indulgent series where I open card packs, unbox things of varying degrees of quality, and also answer questions from our patrons who help me to, as I said, indulge myself in this splurgerific activity of mine. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Steven Universe trading cards from Cryptozoic Entertainment. Not really sure who Cryptozoic are, honestly. I hadn't really heard of them before this set was announced, but Steven Universe itself is probably my favourite show ongoing right now, live action or otherwise. It's about this lad here, Steven. He's half human and half gem, which is a garnet, amethyst and pearl on the back here. They're like hard light aliens and they have like actual stones. I guess you could call them the stones themselves. And there's like slice of life antics, there's pseudo space opera stuff, which isn't really the point, and it's roughly about teaching kids how to deal with their emotions and whatnot, and it is critically acclaimed, no matter what any rant video says. And I just love it. But instead of splurging, let's take a look at what it says on the back of the box. Look for randomly inserted autograph cards, one in every 24 packs, and sketch cards, also in one in every 24 packs. No guaranteed amount, and so on. That's just the way with these booster boxes and whatnot. But what does it say on the Cryptozoic website exactly? Because it has this split into like the different variants. We have the Crystal Gem Friends, which is one in every 3 packs. That could be like just the gems that comprise the Crystal Gems, which is the rebel group Steven and his friends are a part of. Fusions, we'll get to those later. Greatest Hits, which are just like vinyls with the names of songs on them. Totally fabricated bubble gems, which are one in every 72 packs, which I don't think we'll be seeing in this booster box. It only has 24 booster packs here, and that includes the corrupted gems, more of which later, and we have the autograph and sketch stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to answer a question from our patrons like every 3 packs or so. So yeah, give me a second to open this and we'll get started. Here we go, all nice and pristine and whatnot. And I'm going to be honest, I have no idea actually how these cards are distributed, like in terms of rarity and whatnot. With Pokemon, I use the Max Mofo method of 3 to the back and so on, and that puts the rare right on the back. But I'm just going to go ahead and open these and we'll see what we get. There's no use worrying about stuff like this. Split it down the middle, Tom. You're a big boy. You can do this. Oh no, I'm getting stage fright. It's fine. It's coming along. And I think I just pulled off plastic, which is going to make this a lot harder than it needs to be. Jesus. Like, did the fucking diamonds enforce this shit? This is a secret ploy by Homeworld. This is what this is. This is very embarrassing. I think I've gone ahead and fucked myself out of the first card. Oh, lordy, give me a sec. God, I hope they're all not going to be like this. I'm so close, I can taste it. Yeah, we're in, lads, we're in. Let's get in there. I see a Lapis Lazuli on the front. Let's see what we have here. Imminent Danger. This is basically a screenshot from Raising the Barn, which is a Season 5 episode, where Lapis takes the barn, which both her and Peridot live in, by the way. That's not a nice thing, Lapis. And fucks off into space, where she dumps it on the moon and lives there, because she's scared of the diamonds. Not really sure what the star is about, but just to avoid looking at the other cards, let's take a look at the back. Oh, there we go. As the threat of the diamonds becomes more serious, Lapis lifts the barn off the ground and flies away with it to safety. Season 5, Episode 7, Raising the Barn. So, yep, there's our first card right there. Ooh, it's very Lapis-centric, this pack. Lend a Helping Hand. This is, at the time of recording, the most current episode, Change Your Mind, the 44-minute spectacular, where Lapis and Peridot arrive on Homeworld with Bismuth in tow to back up the Crystal Gems against White Diamond, and these are their new forms. I also think Lapis looks better now with like the pants and the sandals and whatnot. Peridot is just Peridot, you know what I mean? Let's take a look at the back of this. Yep, that's roughly about what I just said. So yeah, there you go. Lending a helping hand. Oh, we have our first CD thing. The Answer. Oh, that's strange. That's a weird card. Something entirely new from The Answer, performed by Ruby and Sapphire. That's kind of neat though. I dig the concept of that. It's got some lovely art right there as well. So, yeah, alright, gonna put that down. Sadie Killer and the Suspects. This is from The Big Show, also in Season 5. think everything except that vinyl card has been a Season 5 one. Yeah, I can't fault them for being up to date, I suppose. So let's look on the back here. Fed up with the daily grind, Sadie shows off her edgy side and becomes the lead singer of a new band, Sadie Collette and the Suspects, Season 5, Episode 14, The Big Show. And by the way, this song is a parallel to Pink Diamond. Look, you have the stoic one with the blue guitar, you have the fiery one with the yellow guitar, and you can't see him here, but Sour Cream, the white-haired dude, is controlling everything on the mixing board and whatnot, so make of that what you will. And we have a fusion card for the final one here, which is Sugalite. Honestly, she might be my least favourite fusion. I don't know, she's just a bit one note, as it were, and I'm not really a fan of her design, and the spider eyes creep me out, but yeah, it's a fusion between Garnet and Amethyst, and yeah, there we go. I was never a fan of Amethyst's Season 1 outfit either, but yeah, what are you gonna do? So, there we go. Might as well just put Sugalite over there. It's all gold trimmed and whatnot. You gonna stand up straight? There we go. Alrighty, let's go ahead and open another one, and hopefully I get it right this time. Come on, Tom, you can do it. God damn it. Are these things like designed to taunt me? What's going on here? Look at this shit. Peels off everything except the thing that I want to peel off. Oh, I swear to God. One of these days. There you go. Just get in there, Tom. Alright. New and old friends. This is when Lars comes back to Earth again in a Season 5 episode, Change Your Mind. He maybe should have had an episode like dedicated to him getting home, but I understand that maybe Cartoon Network hadn't renewed them at that point. So what are you gonna do? Sadie with the hair that basically says we live in a society, etc. So yeah, there you go. I don't really need to look at the back. It just basically says what you think it's gonna say. Ah. Diamond League duties. Now you see, people gave Connie shit for this episode because apparently she was acting out of character, but she really wasn't. Steven's plan to try and like get White Diamond to pay attention to them wasn't working, and White does whatever the fuck she wants, so she wasn't going to anyway. So Connie just was like, fuck it, I want to make you happy, Steven, let's dance, and then they accidentally fused and got thrown in a gulag. Diamond League duties. So yeah, this is from Together Alone, which is a Season 5 episode. God, these are all Season 5 so far. Back to normal. This is during the anti-corruption montage, the healing montage, if you will. Jasper is a fan favourite who maybe should have been used more throughout the series, but I hear they have big plans for her going forward. So this is also from Change Your Mind. Ah, finally, we have a Season 3 episode. This is Back to the Moon, I believe, where Amethyst is pretending to be Jasper because, you know, the Ruby Squad are looking for Jasper. But actually, where was Jasper at this point in time? I think she was under the sea somewhere? No, she was corrupted and poofed at this point. Oh, I hope we get a card from, like, Earthlings. That was my favourite episode prior to Reunited and Change Your Mind. And on the end, we have an episode from fucking Earthlings. How about that? Kindergarten Combat. The episode which basically shook the foundation of the series before A Single Pale Rose came along. This is Steven's first fusion with a gem, Smoky Quartz. And yeah, this is the episode where Jasper becomes corrupted, it gets poofed by Peridot and everything. And let's look at the back here. Upon finding Jasper in the kindergarten, Steven and Amethyst challenge her to a battle of fusion against fusion. Jasper is defeated. Season 3, so it's not a fusion card per se, but it does feature a fusion on it. That's very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and open up another one over here. And after this, we shall answer the first question of the session and whatnot. Come on, Tom. You can do it. Just gotta split the plastic down the middle again. I don't know why I'm like acting surprised or like it's gonna work or something. See what I mean? It's just like taking the plastic sheet off of it. It's kind of weird, honestly. You make me work for pleasure, don't you, Steven Universe? But then again, hasn't it always been that way? Alright lads, we're in. Sorry, that took a moment, and in the interim period, I went ahead and put Sugalite in a protective case. So, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Don't worry about cleanup, Tom. You can do all this after, as you usually do. Ah, the almost last shot of Change Your Mind. Peace and love. This really should just be called Change Your Mind, because that's the song Steven sings, but what does it say on the back exactly? Steven and the Crystal Gems bid farewell to the diamonds and at long last enjoy peace and love on the planet Earth. Ah, until the movie. And the first trailer for that comes out tomorrow at the time of recording, and I am very excited. What else we got here? Beach City with no beach. Wow, this is a very early episode in the series. This is like, I want to say episode 25 or so. This would be Mirror Gem, I believe. Although it might be Ocean Gem. I think it's Ocean Gem. Let's have a look on the back. In the wake of Lapis' arrival, the ocean mysteriously disappears. Yeah, episode 26, Ocean Gem. So yeah, Lapis stole the ocean to try and get back to Homeworld, and shit's fucked, so what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, batter up. Hit the Diamond is one of my favourite Season 3 episodes. It's basically where the Rubies arrive to, spoiler, get Jasper, and they basically do the CGs. They basically put together a baseball game to try and lull them into a false sense of suspicion. It doesn't work because Garnet is too horny, the end. And next up we have, another fusion. We have Malachite, the fusion of Jasper and Lapis. A very toxic relationship. Weirdly, I'm not sure the crew knew that Malachite is apparently toxic in water in real life, but it's just a happy coincidence, I suppose. And on the back it says, Malachite is a fusion of Lapis and Jasper. Wouldn't you know it, they got that right. And, Gem Warship from The Return, the penultimate episode of Season 1. Some say this arc has never been topped. I say it's been topped several times, but what do I know? Let's go ahead and put Malachite in a protective casing before Lapis and Jasper both equally abuse each other. Yes, that was the whole thing, guys. It was an equally abusive relationship, and that's why it was toxic. But now it's in a safe, protective thing, so it can go over there. Now I'm just going to lay these flat, just like that. And we'll take a look at them after, but in the meantime, we have a question from our patrons, and it goes thusly. Cruel12 asks, with Banjo-Kazooie being added to Smash, if Rare made a third game, what would you want the plot and gameplay to be like? Right, get this right. It stars Banjo, who represents order, and Kazooie, who represents chaos. And there's a witch in there, right? And she's stolen jigsaw pieces. And then they go around the world to do this order and chaos loving duo, and they gotta get him back. And besides that, I don't really have any, plot prepared for this, but, something akin to, like the happy middle ground between Kazooie and Tooie. Tooie was too big, Kazooie was perfect, so if you wanted to expand Kazooie a bit, something between those two would be perfect. But otherwise, I don't really have anything in mind, Cruel, so you'll have to accept that as my answer, mate. Thank you for sending it in. And we'll do another few, and then I'll answer another question. I got 7 or so of these bad boys, and these card packs are really starting to get my goat, as it were. And I'm not talking about Goat Steven over here. This motherfucker needs to get open and stay opened. You're really going to make me work for these cards, aren't you? I already spent, about 50 to 60 quid fucking shipping them from America, for God's sake. Least you can do is, let me open them more easily. Aha, we're in. Really sorry about this, guys. I didn't expect or anticipate these cards to be so hard to get at, but hey, what you gonna do? Alright, what we got here? I noticed something very shiny in this pack, so I'm excited to get to that. Sworn to the Sword, a very, very good Season 2 episode. With a good moral as well. It's fine to, learn self-defense and whatnot, but don't become a slave to someone else. Always a good thing. So, yeah, I believe this is a Crystal Gem friend. We have a very lumpy looking Steven, who is already outdated because his older form is going to be premiering in the movie this fall. Or autumn, if you want to use my limey speak. Let me go ahead and put him in a protective thing, because if he's not protected, we can't believe in Steven, and that would just be a very bad thing. Alright, get in there. Go on, yeah. Believe in Steven, y'all. Right, what else we got here? Oh boy, it's a single pale rose, one of the most important episodes in the entire fucking series. And these cards are so shiny you can see me in the reverse of my terrible hair and whatnot. But yeah, this is an episode that basically, you know, it was a predictable twist, but one that I think had to happen. It's just a shame that Season 5's pacing was so rushed in the back half, as good as those episodes were. And, I Am My Mom, the Season 4 finale. This was a fucking banger of an episode. Topaz and Aquamarine were really entertaining villains, Aquamarine especially. The stakes were high. Steven had to save the humans by giving himself up to Homeworld, by saying he was Rose Quartz, who the Diamond Authority was still looking for after thousands of years, and it was just a great end to the series. Well, to the season, rather, and it followed it up with the amazing Wanted arc to kick off Season 5. Earth Hub maintenance check. I'm not really sure which episode this is from. The Crystal Gems follow a mob of Robonoids to the Galaxy Warp, where they encounter a Homeworld gem named Peridot. Oh yeah, Warp Tour. Peridot's first appearance. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Lemon Hansa's Peridot. I prefer how she is now, but you know, she has her fans, and hey, every Perry is a good Perry, so there you go. Alright, next one. Let's see if I can actually do this properly this time. Come on, Tom. Come on, you can do it. Take it all. Don't throw the card on the thing. Stop having a fit. See what I mean? It just comes completely loose from it, instead of like bringing the actual pack to open with it, bringing the whole thing to bear. So that's one negative to these cards so far. Look, it just takes the foil thing, the protective packaging, off the whole booster pack. It's just weird. Alright, I'm back, and I have help this time. So let's go ahead and see if we can't soar off the top. And look at that, it just opens immediately. Perfect access. Bada bing, no fuss, no muss. Alright. We got Pearl, it's a Crystal Gem friend. I'm already missing her second outfit, which is arguably her best, but the new jacket, that's some good shit. So let's go ahead and put her in her own protective case. Because as you know, balance is the key. Come on. Yeah, perfect. I'll show all these off at the end, don't you worry. Alright, continuing on. We have A Prisoner No More. This is Mirror Gem, the prequel, if you will, to Ocean Gem, where Pearl miraculously brings out a mirror that happens to have Lapis's gem embedded into it. Steven bonds with the mirror, because it starts like talking back to him and whatnot, repeating him, and boom, Lapis comes out of it. This is, I would say, arguably like one of the first points where Steven arguably starts rebelling against the Crystal Gems and their rigid ways of life, so very important episode. Just gonna put you down there. Oh, this one's upside down. Oh, Rebirth. Off Colours. A very pivotal episode in Season 5. This is where Lars dies, saving everyone. I just dropped a card, don't worry, I'll pick it up in a second. And, yeah, Steven cries tears of grief for him and brings him back to life. Let's see, we got Rhodonite in the top right there, we've got Padparacha Sapphire on the bottom there, the Rutile twins, and just out of shot is Fluorite, who has like, what, 6 or 7 gems? She's a big-ass fusion, baby. On the back, we have, just the fusion I wanted to see. Motherfucking Sunstone, Steven and Garnet. I don't care what anyone says. This guy, this gem, is a Chad, and also perfect. It's Steven's, like, pure joy for life with Garnet's boundless optimism. Like, just mashed together, and it's great. Maybe they could have a mode where the head isn't a ball of fire, but otherwise, this shit lifted, well, stopped, rather, the diamond mech from crushing everyone. So, just look at how big and burly those arms are. That's pretty amazing. Oh god, I love Steven's fusions. They're all just fun, really. I hope I get Rainbow Quartz 2.0 to finish everything, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. Gotta make sure everything is protected. And what was the card I dropped, if you'll just give me 1 second? Here we go. It's another one of those vinyl things. LPs, maybe. Sadie Killer and The Suspects. And we have, like, a side A and a side B thing. The Working Dead, which is basically We Are the Crystal Gems, but in a darker note. And Ghost Song. I thought it was just called Ghost. Whatever. it's cool to have all the same. So, yep. The special cards are the ones I'll be wrapping up and whatnot, and then I'll show those off at the very end. There you go, baby. Sadie Killer and the Suspects. Next one, and then I'll answer another question. No messing about here, just go straight into it with the knife. It cuts it off at the top. Beautiful. As this is not like a super sharp knife or anything, it's not going to damage the cards, which is just great in my book, honestly. Oh, I think we have an autograph card on the back of here, and there's only one of these in like the entire pack, so... Alright, we have Mr. Greg, which was the musical before they made the movie. 11 minutes of fantastic songs, great character development for Greg and Pearl's relationship, and just one of the best episodes of Season 3 on the series as a whole, honestly. Alright, you go down there. Oh, totally fabricated bubble gems. The tongue monster. Oh, there's like fabric you can touch. That's interesting. Whatever happened to that gem that was in the barn? I think they said like Peridot kept it for a few days out of pride, and then like they sent it back to the temple. God, I hope so, because Lapis yeeted that barn on top of Blue Diamond's fucking head, so that shit is like gone. It's pulverized otherwise. Let me go ahead. And yeah. Oh, what's going on here? Are these like stuck together? Oh, no, it wasn't a thingamabob. It wasn't an autograph card. It just said this card features a bubble gem from Steven Universe. That is a thick boy. Do you see that? Like, goddamn. I likes that. NTom likes that. And he's gonna bubble it himself. Sorry, I'm not Homeworld. I just like to protect my cards, okay? I hope it's not too thick. Come on. Oh, it's a tight fit, but it's in there, alright. God damn. So yeah, we won't be getting another one of these. But maybe we'll run across an autographed card soon enough. Alright, next question, guys. This one comes to us from Nocturne Privigini. If you had to pick a Soul Calibur character for Smash, who would it be? I'm leaning into like someone like Voldo. He seems like weird enough to be part of Smash and so on. Or, Cervantes would be fun. I'm not the hugest Soul Calibur fan, but I do like the series enough. The last time I played it was, I think, 2 or 3, honestly, so my opinion doesn't really mean much here. But, yeah, someone crazy like Voldo or someone cool like Cervantes. You could go with Ivy. I mean, you know, Bayonetta's in there, so fan service isn't really a huge concern. Wow, look at all those cards we've got already. But, yeah, that's my answer to you. So, thank you, Nocturne Privigini, for your question. I'm going to get back to talking about cards and whatnot. Alright, next one, guys. 6 down, roughly about 18 more to go. Thankfully, I went and got this knife, so I was only struggling for like the first 6 or so of it. Because I doubt you came here to see a fat lad whine about it being hard to get into cards every so often. Alright, Barn Mates. Oh, divisive. This is where Peridot arguably stagnated as a character. A lot of people seem to think that. Really, it was the fact they just weren't used much, and also there wasn't much like plot going on in 3 and 4 for the most part. I think most people were annoyed that like Peridot was sidelined, and you know, her personality kind of became more goblin-esque than ever. Really, she was just trying to placate Lapis over here, as explained in Raising the Barn, but you know, people don't really want to hear excuses like that, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Not my favourite episode. It was fun enough for what it is. Oh, we got Connie. Cool. A lot of people are like so-so on Connie. I really like Connie as a character because she grounds Steven, and you know, she's good for him essentially. In the art book for Steven Universe, it's noted that her and Steven's faces fit together like a jigsaw puzzle, so they really are made for each other in more ways than one. So let's go ahead and get a protected case out for Connie. I mean, you know, next to characters like Pearl and so on, she's a bit bland, and I can say the same thing for Stevonnie, the Steven and Connie fusion, honestly, but she's just a human at the end of the day. What are you going to do? It's like, you know, putting me next to a mountain of diamonds. You know, no matter what feats I've achieved, I'm still going to look kind of dull next to the thing, you know? Ah, we have On the Run, which is a song and the name of the episode itself. It's a kind of a dark one. I won't spoil it here, even though I've been spoiling many other things, so go watch it yourself. I like the star bundles. I don't think I noticed that the first time. Let's put that down there. We have Obsidian, the latest fusion of the bunch. This is Pearl, Garnet, Amethyst, and Steven, so that's a 5-gem fusion. Look at that Breath of the Wild ass looking sword over there. They use this to get on top of the diamond mech and essentially get to white diamond. Oh, I'm getting a lot of fusions here. This is pretty cool. And you know your boy has to wrap this up straight away because Obsidian is pretty fucking lit. One of my favourite fusions actually. Her, Smoky Quartz, and Sunstone. 2 of which were introduced in the same episode, so it may have been rushed, but I'll take something that's rushed and entertaining over something that is rushed and not, so there we go. And the last card in this pack is the Rose Quartz Rebellion, which I believe is from Your Mother and Mine. Yep, a Season 5 episode. It's basically a recap with a couple of tidbits in there. It was a fairly inoffensive episode, but I hope we see more of like the war and whatnot in Season 6 and so on. And from what Zach has said about things being a bit heavier, we might very well do. So yeah, there we go. I keep all the regulars in one pile and all the rest in another, so yeah. Never let it be said that the knife never did anything for humanity. It's opening cards for me, and it's making the video easier to record and whatnot, you know? I have to clean up so many spares. Oh, this is from Bubble, the Season 3 finale. Interstellar, Steven. Steven gets thrown out into space when trying to get rid of the rubies, and that's Eyeball there. Probably my favourite of the Ruby squad. It's just like a sort of like calm, introspective finale, and I actually really like the Season 3 streak of episodes for the finale. I would put it above Jailbreak, honestly, even though Jailbreak has much better production values. The stuff going on in Season 3's finale is just infinitely more like interesting to me. Yeah, spoilers. Eyeball goes flying off into space. Steven then proceeds to forget about the rubies, which is actually punished, like Navy Ruby, you know, basically tricks them, steals the ship back from Steven and the Crystal Gems, and then this motherfucker testifies against him at the trial. So, yeah, there you go. The start of Heart of the Crystal Gems. Now we're only falling apart. Is it sad that I know all these episodes just by seeing screenshots? Probably, but whatever. This is Rose Quartz, or Pink Diamond, just bopping about Earth or whatnot in a disguise. And there's Pearl in her diamond attire. That's beautiful. Another Mr. Greg thing. Pearl looking fancy as fuck in a tux. I mean, look at it. She's rocking that shit. If you deny it, hey, you supplied it. Bubbling Bismuth. Oh, here's an episode with a lot of stupid discourse about it. But it's a damn good episode in and of itself, and it shows a darker side to the series' morality and whatnot. Even if it is escapism, there's no such thing as a good war, kiddo. And yeah, we'll just leave it there for now. Oh, Steven Floats. Probably my favourite, like, Steven-centric episode as a whole. It's just really fun, really light, if you'll pardon the pun. And it was bordered by Paul. I forget his second name, but he's probably my favourite boarder to date. So yeah, basically the conceit is Steven activates his floating powers for the first time and he can't turn them off, so they try to weigh him down but it doesn't work. It's just a lot of fun overall, really. Alright, one more and then we'll ask another question. I've actually lost track of how many packs I open before a question comes along, so you'll forgive me if I'm a little bit wonky with the percentages and whatnot. Alrighty, what have we got here? Oh, we got Rosa Scabbard. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit wistful for the first season here. I like Season 1 a lot. I just like Season 3 and 5 a whole lot more. Season 1 has its fair share of good episodes, but I don't really think it's fair that people only judge it by those episodes. It took 40 episodes for the plot to get going. There's a lot of media run-of-the-mill Monster of the Week stuff, and you know that stuff is fun, but I prefer the whole character shebang, you know. So this episode is legit though. Rosa Scabbard is amazing, so nothing bad to say about that. Oh, searching for my dad. Man, I can't believe they took it like an innocuous thing about Steven rattling off some names to Peridot back in Seasons 1 or 2 and brought it full circle here. That's amazing. I think we've got another Vinyl back there trying to sneak its way out. I love Topaz as well. What a great looking episode I Am My Mom was. Oh, what's the use of feeling blue? Let's just put that down there for a second. Based Patti LuPone. Sadly, the mixing for this episode yeah, that will be all. Wasn't that great, but if you listen to the soundtrack version, it's beautiful. So yeah, I'm definitely glad they got a Broadway singer to do a fucking song. Maybe you should do one for Blue Diamond as well. I'm just saying, y'all. NTom is just saying. So let's go ahead and put this in there as well. I'm going to run out of, like, protective cases at this point. Nah, I'm not, it's fine. So you can go down there. And we have a couple more cards. A new fusion card with Sardonyx. She's a very fun fusion. She's, like, not my favourite, but she's definitely, like, in the top 5 at the very least. And I love Know Your Fusion, which is an episode all about her and Smoky Quartz getting to know one another. So, yep, put that down there, and, you know, you gotta put a thing in it as well. She first appeared in Cry for Help, by the way, did Sardonyx, and I think her first appearance was actually at a Comic-Con, in terms of like a clip and whatnot, and they showed the extended intro as well, so a little bit of history for you there. And the final card in this pack is You Are an Experience, the first appearance of Stevonnie, etc. Sorry, sometimes words are hard to say. And there you go, guys. Just a midnight stroll and whatnot, or an evening stroll. Let's see what it says on the back. Stephen and Connie fused for the first time in explored beach city of Stevonnie, taking Garnet's advice to go have fun. Season 1, episode 37, Alone Together. Season 1B is definitely better than Season 1A in my opinion, but I don't think that's like a rare opinion or anything. I think that's just the norm. And yeah, that's 3 packs down, so let's go ahead and answer another question. This is from Ronald D. Rankin. What are your feelings on the changes for new Pokemon games on the Switch and beyond? Ho 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 ho. Oh boy, we're getting to a bit of discourse over here for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Long story short, if they don't have what they need to put more Pokemon in, hire more people. Don't go ahead and be like, I'm sorry, we're probably never going to be able to give you what you want again. Because not only is that like bad for business, it also just, it's not laziness, it just reeks of incompetence. Right, for those of you who don't know, it was announced that not all the Pokemon are going to be in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, the National Pokedex isn't going to be available. So, you only have what's in Sword and Shield. And, yeah, that pissed a lot of people off, to say the least. And, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. But, suffice it to say, I think they're walking a very narrow line right now. And, even giants can be felled, so I'd watch out there, especially when Digimon is making better games and so on, and you know, Pokemon may be in a league of its own, but a few bad PR streaks and who knows what will happen. But yeah, thank you Ronald for your question. I just hope Sword and Shield turns out better than what we're looking at right now. I'll be getting it regardless because I'm a helpless shill for Pokemon, but yeah, thank you for your question. Alrighty, let's keep this card train rolling. Oh no, Miles, you fell over. Oh, you poor laddie. It's okay. His head's shaking because he's a bobblehead, not because of trauma, I swear. I never thought I'd be opening these with a knife, but I guess that's just how it is on this bitch of a world. Alrighty. Oh, we have the first episode after Reunited. Legs from Here to Homeworld. This is where Blue and Yellow realise that Steven has Pink Diamond's gem, but they don't realise it's not Pink Diamond herself. This is arguably where like people's gripes with season 5 come from, because it is rushed, like from here to the end of the season. But I love this string of episodes. Maybe escapism aside, but this one, aside for some rough art here and there, I really like Legs from Here to Homeworld. So yeah, there we go. Oh, what's the use of feeling blue? Here we go. This is from That Will Be All, the conclusion of the mid-season arc of season 4. I think it's called Out of Space, Into Space, something like that. But we have Yellow Diamond, we have Blue and Yellow Pearl singing it up. Patti LuPone voices Yellow Diamond, and Dee Dee Mango Hall, or is it Magno, voices Blue Pearl and Yellow Pearl, and also Regular Pearl and Pink Pearl. Man, she voices a lot of characters. Oh, we have a gem here. Oh, I get it. It's like Gem. What Can I Do For You? Performed by Greg Universe and Rose Quartz in the episode We Need to Talk. A very slow sort of song. I prefer Comet, honestly. I really hope we get Comet, but that's not a bad card to have. That's not a bad song to pull, so yeah. It'd be nice if they had like a little chip in them that actually played like 10 seconds of the song, but maybe that would bump up the price of these cards astronomically high. You know what I mean? Or maybe it comes like with a free iTunes thing for like buying the song online. I'm just spitballing ideas here, so I'm gonna put that down there. Alright. Ooh, Jasper returns. Crack the Whip. I actually really like this episode, but the art is all over the fucking place, and I don't understand it. Like, sometimes Jasper has a huge neck, the action scenes are very stilted and whatnot, but otherwise it's a very fun episode, so I don't know what happens. I'm not into animation, I couldn't tell you, I couldn't even begin to explain how this all works, so yeah, let's go ahead and put that down there. And this is Peridot in, I believe the episode is called It Could Have Been Great. She's showing the crystal gems what would happen if a colony is completed. Essentially the Earth would be hollowed out and every human would die at the end, so yeah, there we go, put that down there. Alright, get another one. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Bless you, blessed knife. It's actually the same knife from the episode Pearl's Knife. What, you think I'm making this shit up? This is legit, this is facts right here. Another crystal gem friend, Garnet, the OG fusion, if you will. I like Garnet just fine. I'm just glad she had an episode like Pool Hopping in fucking like season 5, because she needed an episode that wasn't like strictly about fusion, you know what I mean? She was becoming like the wise fusion guru, for lack of a better term, so I'm really glad she had that. And she was great during Change Your Mind and just the Diamond Days arc as well, where we actually learned that the actual homeworld variants of Garnet are Hessonite, Pyrope, and Demantoid, so yeah, shout outs to gem lovers out there. And we've got a couple more here. Taken away, Steven's Dream, the start of the Interspace, whatever, arc. Very good episode. First appearance properly of Blue Diamond and Blue Pearl. Well, actually, no, just Blue Diamond. Blue Pearl appeared properly in the answer. But yeah, I love this episode. This is where Greg finally loses. His love of big women bites him in the ass, and he gets taken away to the human zoo. Making Contact. This is the one where Steven gives the list of names to Peridot, and yeah, as we know now, it turns out that Aquamarine and Topaz used that to capture a specific bunch of humans, and Steven had to give himself up to Homeworld. Ain't that about a bitch? Speaking of, is this like Card Pack reading my mind? This is Aquamarine. She was going around Beach City, Steven's home, asking, "Are you my dad?" Steven said, like, Sadie, Lars, the mailman, my dad. So she thinks, like, my dad is... It's a typical alien misunderstanding sort of thing, but note the tier, the gem placement. That's sort of like a tattoo a prisoner would get, don't you think? Or does she turn out to be sadistic and whatnot, and not be what she seems? Who knows? Oh, and here is the very first Rainbow Quartz, looking all 80s and glam and whatnot, literally seconds away from doing a death drop. She's very extra. And that is Rose Quartz and Pearl. So, yep, there you go. Put that in a thing. Come on. You can get in there. Oh, she's dancing all around. But I got her in the end. There we go. Man, I have a lot of these cards. I guess it's like one per pack for the most part. Alright, next one. Couple more, then I'll answer another question. Oh no, I dropped it! Knife, you've betrayed me! I'm doing this Gonzo style, guys. It's the future of card opening videos. You'll never know what happens next. Spoilers. You probably will. It'll just be a fat lad answering questions and talking about cards and whatnot. The usual. Oh, Steven's Gem from the very first episode, Gemglow. This is a fantastic episode, honestly. I don't think people rave about how well this kicked off the series as a whole. And pay special attention to the stuff about Cookie Cat, you know, the lyrics of the song, because there's some good shit in there. And give me a second, because I need to charge my battery. There we go, I got it just in time. But yeah, very good episode. Great way to start the series. And we have the end of Legs from Here to Homeworld. How the fuck did White know they were coming? This still hasn't been answered. Like, she had time to, you know, between them finding out that Pink was alive, quote unquote. Like, she had time between then and, like, here, which is a matter of hours on Earth, to get together an entire crowd, which is a bit weird, but, maybe she has mind powers, who knows. We have a repeat, our very first repeat. Oh, Fusion of 5. I fucking love Obsidian. Alright, let's start going through these a bit quicker. Now, Ocean Gem. Steven, like, spits on her gem and she gets better. Yeah, it's about as creepy as it sounds. Alright, time for another question. Where are you at, my questiony friends? Shadow Reaper asks, tell us about your favourite teas. Which do you prefer in the morning? At night, hot or cold? Milk? Sugar? Not Rebecca sugar, just actual sugar, I guess. I take sweetener tablets in my tea. I drink Assam blend, mostly. Any brand you can find in the store, like PG Tips or Tetley. Honestly, I'm very basic when it comes to tea. I'm not like, ooh, give me a bit of Earl Grey with a twist of orange and whatnot. So, yeah, Shadow Reaper, that is how I get down with stuff, mate. So, yeah. Alright, how many are we looking at here? I believe we have about 12 packs left. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and just start speeding through these, shall we? Get off me hair. Go on. It's a pain having long hair sometimes. But it's worth it. I'll be Greg one day, I swear. Keep them coming. Oh. Earthly Obsessions. Check it out. Clothes that aren't melded to your body. That's my Peridot. Please hire me, Rebecca Sugar. Yes, Peridot likes underwear. Very strange. That is from Log Date 7152. A very fun episode. That's actually the Season 2 finale, funnily enough. Oh, and we have Peridot herself, making the silly pose from the end of the Crystal Thames. I wasn't expecting that. I'm already used to a new costume, even though this one was, like, super iconic, and she wore it for, like, 3 seasons, which is longer than I think... No, Pearl's second outfit was around for roughly about as long, I think, so... Let's go ahead and package up Peridot, who is still precious, still loves the Earth, and she's just a great person all around. Really. You Clark? Please forgive me. They won't, you know. They'll all abandon you. Get off there. Get off, schmutz. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Moving on. We have another repeat. We have another repeat. And we actually have a repeat fusion. Well, on the regular power you go. I'm not packaging up my doubles and whatnot. Only the originals get in there. I'm probably going to start seeing a lot of repeats now. Oh, Rose Quartz, shut my mouth. I wasn't actually expecting to see her here, alive, with the rest of the crystal gems, so... Alright. Let it be known that when I say I think I'm going to get, like, repeats and whatnot, I get originals, so... Yeah. Safe and sound. Oh boy, Pumpkin. Witnessing the death of his brethren. This was the first half of Gem Harvest, I believe, which introduced Steven's conservative, like, second cousin, I think, Andy DeMeo. Steven's father's original surname was DeMeo, and they changed it to Universe, which Steven thinks is a cooler last name, but that's Steven for you, I suppose. Gem Harvest was fine. Ooh, is this Stronger Than You? Think it might be. Oh, it's Garnet's greatest hits. Stronger Than You and Here Comes the Fall. Both great songs. I got no problem with these whatsoever. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get a little fingerbob. I hope Garnet gets to sing in the movie. I mean, it is a musical, so you'd expect them to use Estelle to the fullest, you know? There we go. And we also have a fusion. Opal. I'm getting a lot of stuff. I wonder if, like, everything is packaged in here. Not really sure how the seeding works, honestly. Man, if there's one fusion that's been screwed out of appearances, probably because of her voice actress, it's Opal. She turned up for like 5 seconds in Together Alone in Season 5 and that was it, but yeah, we love her all the same. And the last card in this pack is Alexandri, the fusion of Garnet, Amethyst and Pearl. My mom works on an apple farm. Bless. This is from Fusion Cuisine, an episode where Connie's parents are finally introduced to Stephen and his family. Hijinks ensue. Oh lordy, I'm starting to feel the tightness of covering all these boosters in one sitting. Sweating like a fucking pig over here. Don't tell nobody. My sweat unfortunately cannot bring like things to life. Such is life, I suppose. Oh boy, the conclusion to the cluster arc where Stephen helps all the gem shards to bubble each other. I personally thought this was a very fitting end to that arc. Sadly, a lot of people thought it was the start of, like, the downfall of Steven Universe, and this was anticlimactic. But you know what, this is my video, and I will say what goes. So, yeah, we've all got each other, guys. Oh, we have a repeat, we have Connie on the pile. I got fucking PD! Oh, I actually like PD. I don't know why they didn't use him more, honestly, but it's nice to have one of the Frymen. Probably like the Fryman with the most development, honestly. He starts off like kind of cynical and whatnot, and then becomes a real asset to his family business. So yeah, shout outs to Atticus Schaefer, and fantastic name by the way, and no, I'm not being like sarcastic or anything there, it is pretty cool. Look, my name's Tom, alright? It's common as muck. And I like it. I like that I get to share it with so many people. But I'll never be Atticus. So yeah, there we go. One per box, so enjoy it. And we have a fusion card. We got motherfucking Smoky Quartz. Hell yes. I just love the fact they use a yo-yo as a weapon. You don't see that enough in stuff like this, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that goes straight into a protective thingamabob. Am I running out of these now? I think I might have to crack open another one, because I have a lot of these motherfuckers, so... There we go. I love you, Earthlings. Mwah. And the last card of this pack. Lion Around. Ha 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 ha. Look at that very early lion drawing. Is this actually from Stephen's Lion? Yeah, Season 1, Episode 10. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, there we go. And I think it might be time for another question. Robert Hollander asks, over the course of 11 odd years, one's commentary style changes a lot. In your case, how much of that do you attribute to getting more and more accustomed to the format versus specific changes that you've made in your approach to commentary? I think it's more... Yeah, it's experience, Rob, is what it is. You learn what works and what doesn't work, and part of that is watching other people do Let's Plays as well. You learn the do's and do nots, and then you apply that to your own sensibilities, and you come up with your specific style. So, it's not rocket science, it's a lot more hands-on. You know what I mean? Don't go, like, jumping on a lit rocket or anything. That's not going to teach you how it works. But, to cut a long story short, yes, it's mostly experience. So, thank you, Rob, for your question. And I think it might be time to shake this box loose and see how many packs we have left over here. Just make sure there's nothing hiding in there. Right, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4. Yes, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, there you go. These all look very shiny and whatnot, so... Let's go ahead, and we'll do another one. Come, knife of opening. Reveal to me their secrets. I'm going to have to clean up all these empty booster pack boxes after this. Stephen fuses back together with his gem half after his gem was horrifically ripped out by his, like, fucking grandma or whatever. Isn't it beautiful? Although this scene was animated by world-famous Disney animator James Baxter, so... Beautiful. Just a great scene in general, really. Hideout on the Moon. Oh, the episode that was cooked by a single pale rose. This is Can't Go Back, the episode preceding it, which led into a single pale rose. But it looked fantastic. It was some good bonding moments with Stephen and Lapis. And it was just a really good episode in general, really. Alright, Tom, let's speed it up now. Oh, we have the sketch card. And it's a really nice amethyst one. She looks cute as fuck, mate. So, yeah. I really looked out there because there are some rough ones. Let me tell you what, there are some rough ones. Sorry. I don't usually talk this long in terms of commentary on my own, and doing it an hour at a time can be a bit hard on the vocal cords, so yeah, I got a really cute amethyst. There we go. A Crystal Gem Reunion. This is actually one of the final shots of the song For Just One Day, Let's Only Think About Love. and it's a really good Steven song. I can't believe Zach hit that high note at the end. Bismuth looks a bit weird, that you can only see like her bottom teeth and whatnot, so yeah, whatever. There we go. She's like 5 seconds away from an Agio face, however you pronounce that. Beautifully flawed. Was her redemption rushed? Yes. Was it fun? Yes. So, there you go. Let's see what it has to say on the back. Embarrassed with herself, White Diamond blushes, revealing a flaw in her that brings harmony between the diamonds and gems. Season 5, episode 28. Change your mind. I just hope we see more of her. Let's get White developed and whatnot, you know what I mean? Alright. Keep them coming, Tom. You've only got 7 more after this, if you counted correctly, which you probably haven't, because God knows you're opening cards and whatnot, because you ain't got like no proper job and whatnot. Alright, Rebirth. That's oh boy. Man, were a lot of people pissed off about this. Like, oh, you've ruined the villain already with the meme face. But the next episode with Yellow Diamond featured prominently was That'll Be All, and she's amazing there. So you can't say they didn't work to kind of rectify that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's from Message Received, I believe. Oh, Pearl's greatest hits. Nice. Let's have a look here. Struggling the Real Way, and It's Over, isn't it? Damn, Pearl has some good songs. I like most of the songs in Steven Universe, honestly, but yeah, these two especially are pretty gosh dang and good, so let's go ahead and put this in the protective thing, and bada bing, bada boom, yeah, wonderful. And the last couple on here are a repeat, and another repeat. Man, these are just coming thick and fast now, so let's just keep them coming. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-boo. Oh, The Trial, Season 5. Probably one of the best examples of doing an exposition episode I've ever seen in like a kid's cartoon, or just a cartoon in general. And a really nice looking episode as well. Look how alien they look here. Just like the framing of the shot and whatnot, it's fantastic. Ah, I love that. Cheeseburger Backpack, a very early episode. Pearl looks a bit weird there, but God, Garnet looks a bit weird there as well. Is her afro like drooping and whatnot? Steven looks huge as well. Look, even the early episode had Alf model stuff, guys. It's not just the later ones. We have Peridot again. Oh, we finally got Stevonnie as a fusion card. Neat. So, yeah. And Bubble Buddies. Ah, this is where Steven first meets Connie. Bless. Let's go ahead and put Stevonnie in a protective casing. Don't worry, we'll go through all the special picks and show you them at the end, so it's all good. How many do we have left? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, let me go ahead and just answer another question. Now, Mauricio Cuervo writes, with the recent announcement of KH3 DLC having 13 new Organization data bosses, again like Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix plus some new cutscene and secret bosses, please have Sephiroth, it's got me thinking, what was some DLC that you played that was super amazing? Super great DLC. Let's see, super great DLC. I guess the original Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I mean, it was like sold as a separate game, but let's not mince words here, that's fucking DLC. And that's great DLC, but in terms of like actual DLC, I'm struggling to think of one, honestly. I really hope the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC like delivers, because as much as I like Kingdom Hearts 3, that game needs a bit of pep. It needs like a bit of a spring in its step, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't have an answer to that, Mauricio, but I'm in the same boat as you, mate. I'm really looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3's DLC and whatnot. And yeah, thanks for writing, as always. Alright guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left, so 3 more, and I'll answer the last question, and then we'll open the last few packs. This has been a lot of fun. I do love Steven Universe, and I'm glad that I'm getting to share this with you guys. Fuck yes, we got Greg. There he is, the sunburnt millionaire lad. I love him so much. I'll put that together in a second. Now, we got Bismuth, looking a bit weird, but that's the boarder's choice, I suppose. The first 22-minute episode of the series. Oh, this one's packaged weirdly, and it is a repeat. Oh, we have the zoo, which is also upside down. This was another discourse-heavy episode. Look, guys, I know they have human zoos IRL, but, like, gems treat humans like animals. That's the point. It's not meant to replicate real-life human zoos, okay? Jesus Christ. And we have Malachite being evil and whatnot, for lack of a better word. It's like, ha, I'm gonna get you, look at my hand. And it's like, being pulled into the ocean, help me, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, sometimes it just be like it do. Alright, Greg, time for you to go in protective casing. If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't need protective packaging. Alrighty, opening up the next one. Very nearly cut myself there. It's a good job this is a bread knife, and it's a good job the cards didn't fall onto the open ground there. God, I'm such a klutz when it comes to doing these opening videos. I have a very small room, I have a small space to work with here, so I hope you'll understand. We have On the Run again. We have the thing from Legs from Here to Homeworld. Ooh, Amethyst greatest hits. Is it just gonna be like one? Amethyst gets like no songs to herself in this show, sadly. Tower of Mistakes and On the Run. See, she only shares one of those. Well, she only has one of those solo, so I like both of them. Tower of Mistakes took a while to grow on me, so yeah, I'll put that down and I'll package it up once we look at the others. Garnet vs Jasper from Jailbreak. Series defining. Some would say too much so. Not me though. Aww. This is from On the Run. See, I told you it got dark. Go watch it yourself, it's a great episode. Oh, bless. Amethyst has been through some shit, but she's probably my favourite Crystal Gem. Like her, Steven, and Peridot. I like my favourite characters in general, so yep, there we go. Alrighty, 4 left. Man, we have come a long way. It still isn't as big as like a Pokemon booster box, so count my lucky stars because I got other shit to do today, and my voice needs time to rest. Ooh, reunited. This is the episode that is just, at the time of recording this, been submitted for an Emmy, and I really hope it wins. I hope it doesn't get fucking cooked by goddamn robot chicken again. Yeah, the handships come to Earth, and they're all like, we'll stop you, and they're like, we're here for the cluster, and so on and so forth. Oh, first appearance of Emerald, who at the time of recording has not reappeared yet, so kind of a flavour of the month sort of gem, but she's fun. I like Emerald, and Emerald is my favourite gem, so we have the meme face again, which is upside down. We have the first lesbian wedding in a kids' TV show, and on the very end, we have the off colours. Lars and Steven fall down a rabbit hole and meet Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and then they meet a caterpillar who speaks slowly, and then they... Look, I'm making an Alice in Wonderland comparison, okay? It's only a theory, but it's one that works. So, yeah. Alright guys, it's time for the final question. This comes to us from Ben G, and it's a little bit... How should I put this? It's not lewd per se, but I don't know, take your kids out of the room I suppose. Ben G writes, with the reveal of Tifa at E3, we were treated with mixed fan reactions. Some people thought her boobs were too small because of censorship, while others took it more as a realistic look for an athletic woman. Where do you stand on this eternal debate, and do you think they should have been bigger, or are they fine with the way they are? Well, who am I to say how big a woman's breasts are? I mean, mine are pretty sizable as is, but that's just because of fat mostly. I think she looks great. I'm not sure about the skulls in a pleated skirt, but a pleated skirt and spats works for someone who's going to be kicking all the time. You know what I mean? There's porn with, like, Tifa out there, guys. You can go look at that if you want, like, a slutty version of her. Let's tone it down a notch, and then just enjoy the character writing and whatnot. I think the like black contrasting with the white in a design looks great, but that's just me. And I never played Final Fantasy VII to begin with, so you know I don't really have too big a stake in these characters. So thank you, Ben, for your question. And that's all the questions for this lot, guys. With 3 packs to go, I want to thank you for once again supporting HFC and giving me something to talk about besides the cards. Basically, I wanted something to do in between opening packs, which is why I combined the Q&A videos with this, just to make it a bit more, you know, efficient, as it were. Come on, lads, you gotta get out of there. Do I need to cut a bit more? Do I need to cut it? Come on. You can do it. There we go. You can do it. Oh, the Crystal Temps. Another divisive video. Or episode even. Oh, got a bit Freudian there for a second. They just kind of hung around Beach City washing cars when they could have been doing something a bit more adventurous, but it's a fine episode for what it is. Oh, I think we have a repeat. Yep, we have something entirely new again. We have Malachite again. Oh, Mr. Universe. Comet is when I knew I'd be a Steven Universe fan for life. This sequence in Story for Steven Season 1 was a borderline religious experience for me, and I just love it. Familiar did a similar thing for me. So it was seasons 1 and 5, the the beginning and the end at the time of recording this being anchor points is really nice for me, honestly. And yeah, there we go. In Love with a Human. That's from We Need to Talk, the episode that had What Can I Do For You in it. So 2 more guys, penultimate perk. Like I said, I'll go through all my cards and whatnot, so let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a repeat. And we got a repeat. We got a repeat. Oh, we got Super Watermelon Island, which is the first of a 2-parter, Jam Drill being the second. And there was a really fun episode. Nice kaiju battle, stuff with Steven rallying the watermelons. It's just great. And here's Alexandrite herself on, the titular Watermelon Island. Wonderful. I think that's most of, if not all of the fusions. I can't think of any I'm missing, honestly. Maybe the Jasper and the Corruption one, but that's about it, really. So, oh, it's the final pack. Rob it for good luck. Because here we go. Alright, let's do this. Just have to take a quick drink of tea there, because my voice is starting to give out and whatnot. Hope we can get new stuff here, but I'm not really counting on it. Shut my mouth, there's Lapis. And I think, apart from Bismuth, who's not in this pack, that's all of the Crystal Gems, so, yeah. Bully for me. Aw, that's a fun episode. I just dropped something down. Give me a second and I'll get it again. Here we go. I got it, just put that on the back there. Melon Madness, that was a fun episode. Oh, from Know Your Fusion, Sardonyx Tonight. They're basically talking about, what kind of fusion Smokey is and so on, and Sardonyx, gets it wrong, so, yeah, good for her. Oh, they're kissing. What you can't see here is Steven just off-screen serenading them, which is the funniest shit, honestly. And on the very end, we have Steven's greatest hits, which include Peace and Love on Planet Earth and Be Wherever You Are, the latter of which was the song that Steven was actually singing in this episode. So, yep, there we go, guys. That is all of the cards in this particular booster box of the Steven Universe trading card game. So, yeah, let's go ahead and put Steven's greatest hits in here. And we'll do up Lapis as well. And then we'll scroll through all the cards, and I'll do my little sign-off and whatnot. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. Just something to have on in the background. I suppose you don't really need to focus on it fully, and so on. So, yeah, let's put all these together and whatnot. Alright guys, there's all the special pulls that I got from this, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this particular episode of NTom Opens Up. It's been really fun to take a look at a trading card game for one of my favourite series, and I got some really nice pulls, I gotta say. I think I pulled most of the Crystal Gem cards and whatnot. I think there are some with special trims, but I can't really answer that. I haven't gone looking at anyone else pulling Steven Universe cards just to be on the safe side and whatnot, so yeah, if you guys have a particular trading card game you want me to open cards for, let me know. We go cards, mystery minis, cards, mystery minis, and so on. And next month I'm going to be taking a look at the Kingdom Hearts 3 mystery minis. I'm going to be opening 12 packs of those and seeing what I get. I'm hoping for no repeats and whatnot, but you know how things go in this line of business, quote unquote. Sometimes you'll get repeats whether you want them or not, sadly. Good old PD. There we go. And we got Opal, we got Garnet's Greatest Hits, Rose Quartz, Peridot, Rainbow Quartz, Garnet, What Can I Do For You, Sardonyx, What's the Use of Feeling Blue, Motherfucking Obsidian, Connet, and the first one we pulled, which was Sugalite. So yeah guys, thanks for tuning in, and if you want to help support NTom Opens Up, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel and or pledge to our Patreon, which helps me purchase products to do this little mini-series with. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time for another episode of NTom Opens Up, where I open up Kingdom Hearts 3 Mystery Minis and answer more questions from our patrons. Bye bye.